Irresistible, irresistible, irresistible. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this irresistible polony egg pie recipe with you all. But before we get started, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification button so that you will be the first to be notified when I upload any new video. And without wasting much time, let's go right ahead with the recipe and get started with it. In this recipe, I'll be using French polony as my protein. You can use any protein of choice. I will divide it and unwrap it. The next thing is to grate them into pieces. You may use food processor for this as well. If today is your first time joining my channel, I warmly welcome you and will be glad for you to join us by subscribing and turn on the notification button so that you'll be the first to be notified when I upload any new video. I will also be glad to know where you are watching from and your name so that in my next video, I will give you a special too. After grating the polony, next I'll add diced onions, diced cooked potatoes, and oregano. I'll also add mayonnaise. Add a reasonable amount of mayonnaise into it and start mixing everything together. After mixing, I will set aside and move on to prepare my eggs. Here what I did is to add olive oil into the pan and also added egg rings. I want to get the eggs separately. I don't want them together. So that is why I added the egg rings so that I will get it the way I want it. So I'm going to fry the amount of eggs that I need according to how many pie that I am making. So do your own the same way. If you are making a lot of pie, the amount of pie that you are making, you count it and then you make the eggs. So I am doing the same way, and when it's done, I will place it in a plate and continue until I am done with the amount of eggs that I need. After I'm done frying, I'll set aside and move on to make the dough. For the dough, in a bowl I added 4 leveled cups of flour, 1 teaspoon nutmeg, a teaspoon salt, and a teaspoon baking powder. Mix everything together well. Now, how I measured my leveled cup. If you want to know how I measured my flour, please visit my YouTube channel, or I will leave the link on how I made my butter bread recipe. How I measured the butter bread flour is the same way I used to measure this one. So next I added my margarine and start mixing everything together. After mixing the margarine with the flour, you should get this scrambled texture. If you did not get this type, then you should ensure to add a bit of margarine into it to achieve the same consistency. Next, I added a half cup milk and start mixing. Here, I did not add any water into this recipe, and it makes it very rich and delicious. After mixing, I can see that it is still stiff, so I added additional half cup. So in total, I used 1 cup of milk. I did not use more than that. Please ensure that. And I do not want the dough to be too soft. So ensure that the dough is not too soft so that you get the texture that I am looking for. So just look at the texture I got. It is very perfect and nice. After I'm done forming the dough, I will divide into 3, wrap them with plastic and place them in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. And you will be asking, why am I keeping it in the freezer? Keeping it in the freezer to be cold will help us to get the cracking on top. That beautiful cracks that you see after baking the pie. When the pie is cold, that is where you can get that cracks, and it is very beautiful, nice. So that is why I like to keep it in the freezer. Thank you. After 15 minutes, this is how it look. I'll place it on the working board and start rolling it into my desired flatness that I'm looking for. After rolling the dough, I will place a bowl on top and start cutting it to the shape that I am looking for, and also the size that I am going for. I am using two different types of dish to bake, so I'm cutting according to the size that I need to make the shape beautiful and nice. So do it your own way. It is your own pie, so make it the way you want. You may use any dish according to your oven. As long as it is oven safe, then you do not have any worries at all. I will take out the excess once I am done cutting them and place them aside. Next, I will place my heart-shaped dish on the table and add one of the cut dough into it. Here, what I'm going to do is to press it with my hands to make sure that the dough aligns with the shape of the dish. Once that is done, I will place one egg into it and also add some of the fillings into it as well. Here I'm making sure that I fill it very nice and beautiful, just like this. Okay, make sure that it is well filled and place another dough on top. And here, ensure to use your hands to press it side by side. And whilst you are pressing, it's going to cut by itself because this one has a sharp edge. So once I'm pressing, then I am cutting it at the same time. Okay, I'm pressing it to get a perfect heart shape at this point. Can you see how beautiful it look? It's very beautiful and nice. I got a perfect heart shape. So I'm going to set aside and repeat another one. I place my dough in the heart-shaped dish and use my hand to press it to ensure that it aligns with the shape nicely and that there is no space under. Just like this, let it be very nice. Use your hands to press them nicely to make sure that it aligns accordingly. And then add your eggs into it and also some of the fillings. Ensure to fill it beautiful and nicely. After, place your second dough on top and use your hands to press it and cut it nicely to get a perfect shape. Can you see how beautiful the heart shape look like? It's very nice. So at this point, I'm going to place them in the baking tray and preheat my oven for about 5 minutes on 150 degrees Celsius. Next, I brush on egg wash. After brushing on the eggs, I use the fork to create a design on top and bake on 150 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes, or according to your oven settings, not too high and not too low as well. And move on to show you my second dish. So this second dish that I am using is round but has some designs inside. So I place my dough inside just like the first one and use my hands to press it to align with the dish nicely. So you may use any dish that you have in your house as long as it is oven safe, okay? I place in my egg and the filling as well, trying to make sure that it aligns very well in the dish. After that, I place another dough on top and start to use my hand to seal it nicely. Here there was no excess, so I ensure that it aligns nicely and seal very beautifully. And for it to be more perfect, I use the fork to complete the sealing to be very nice and beautiful. And here we go. Look at how beautiful it looks. It's perfect and nice. Next, I brush on egg wash and use the fork to create a design on top as well and bake on 150 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes. And after baking all, ta-da! This is the result. Just look at that. Oh la la! Choo! It is very beautiful and yummy, super tasty and irresistible. Thank you all so much for staying with me and watching this recipe to the end. And I believe you love this recipe and you want to try it and give me feedback in the comment section. If you did enjoy it, please give this recipe a thumbs up, subscribe, share and leave your comment in the comment section. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. This is Marfeli's Kitchen. See you in my next video. Bye.